Hey everyone, welcome back to Immediate Movie Reactions. I'm here after seeing Companion. This was a preview for a movie starring Jack Quaid, who is from The Boys, and I'm not sure is quite ready to be a leading man or be the star of a movie. He's fine as a supporting piece, but I just don't see him as that lead. It's also Sophie Thatcher, who is from Yellow Jackets and Maxine, a few other things. And again, it's weird because the beginning of this movie really felt like, I don't know if you remember the 80s show Small Wonder. It felt like that. It kind of felt like someone, I mean, stupid to say, pretending to be a robot, but it was really weird and off-putting, and it doesn't tell you right away. Well, so I guess, what is this movie about? So, Dewey, who that's all I can remember, it's not his name in this movie. Jack Quaid goes with his girlfriend out to visit friends at a lake house, and they start dropping hints. It's sort of like Blink Twice, I guess. They had that sort of feeling to it, where you know that there's something more going on. And it turns out that she's a sex robot or a companion, emotional companion robot. And so he's using her to do some nefarious things, and he's kind of a complete dickhead. And there is some, trauma trigger warnings, because the domestic violence in this is pretty heavy, especially toward the end of the film, where I do think it kind of fell apart a little bit. But anyways, Sophie Thatcher, at the beginning of this movie is just really kind of silly and cheesy, and really was not likable at all. As the movie progresses, she starts to gain some freedom and figure out what's going on, because of course she doesn't know that she's a robot, and she finds out as everything starts to go down. I think that her range was able to open up a little bit, and she was a little more believable, a little more likable, actually, where Jack Quaid became more one-note and more of an asshole. And that kind of basically culminates with her losing her inhibitions as he has jailbreak. As he jailbreaks her and uses her to do his dirty work. And this is kind of the movie that I think Mithrigan wanted to be. It's got some vibes of what are we doing with AI, and what are we doing with robot companions? Where's the future going? What are people going to do with it? And I think it does it much better. The actual violence and the killings in this are pretty satisfying and kind of cool. Harvey Guillen is in this, who I think he does a good job. He's one of the more enjoyable aspects. I think that the cast, everybody is just kind of boring and one note and cliche. There's a weird color filter in this movie. I don't know if they're trying to make it seem like 70s, but it basically felt the entire movie, maybe it was just my screen. It felt like like when your cell phone brightness is down too low and you can see things, but that something's a little bit off. And again, maybe that was intentional, but maybe that was just a bad viewing or bad film or whatever that I had here. So basically what happens is she finds out, and then she goes to get revenge on him. And it starts out not as exactly a last lap, but it kind of gives you the end at the beginning. And it's fun enough along the way, but honestly, see it, stream it, or skip it. Stream it at the best, stream it. I think that this is sort of like Don't Worry, Darling, I think it was, Blink Twice. One of those that maybe you'll watch and maybe you'll get a little annoyed with, but in the end, it's less than 2 hours of your life and you're not going to care too much. But I would not pay money to go see this movie. I don't think it's really worth it. I think that does miss some messages. I think it gets a little bit cheesy, a little bit cliche. As I said. So anyway, there we are. Let me know if you do end up seeing this movie. Let me know what you think, and like, share, subscribe, all that stuff that I forget, and I will see you off to the next movie.